here's the thing. Okay.
Sometimes when you take a week off,
Here's the thing.
you feel rejuvenated.
Okay.
Sometimes you get better lights
Here's
for your
the
camera.
thing.
Sometimes you
Okay.
move your setup to a corner. And other times,
here's the
you
thing.
buy some Honolulu Cookie Company. Well, let's go.
We out here MMA, not podcast, but show. Yeah, we talking things that you probably didn't know when we taking things to places.
What's up? Welcome to We Out Here MMA, not podcast, but show, but now podcast. Also, Gentlemen's Club. That's what we are. We're a sexual gentlemen's club. I'm here with my favorite husbands, the co-owners of Chicken Wing Ling Ling. Yes, we do have a restaurant. Yes, it is not registered yet. Yes, it's not real. I have my first husband to the top. His name is Alec Acosta. Flex your body. There it is, the Tattoo Avasa. Oh, the Tattoo Avasa, baby. And to the bottom, I have the handsome, yet sexual, yes, kind other husband, Nick Dunn, aka Nick the Ear. What's up, Nick?
What's up, everybody? I'm
You're not
glad
gonna
you
have
think
him
I'm
flex.
quite sexual and kind.
Yeah.
Dude, your compliment, but
Wait, you're not gonna have him flex or?
Okay, Nick, flex.
There we go.
Oh, someone only does accessories. I like it. I like it. My name is Gilbert, and guys, we have a wonderful show for you today. This is, I believe, the first show of 2022. It's gonna be a good one. I think we're gonna get a lot of people up in here real soon. Some guests just to kick the year off. I'm jacked. I'm excited. We want to bring on more fighters to interview them before they lose. It's gonna be exciting. But
this
more
is gonna be the
importantly,
year.
we're gonna get more goofy friends on here. You know what? It was a quiet year without David, so we'll get David on here to talk shit about Shang-Chi and other fighters, and of course gonna have Vincent back, and hopefully we make some new friends throughout the year. So you guys, right now, while you're watching this video on the YouTube or on any of your favorite podcast apps where you can comment down below. Tag the person you want to jump on this podcast, whether it's a fighter or another MMA, let's say a YouTube personality or Instagram personality. So they can see that they got tagged on this video and that we can contact them immediately.
Yes,
To check if they have Omicron. Segue. Alex, how you doing? Heard you got sick.
Oh, I'm good, bro. That shit was last week, bro.
Kick that shit, huh?
But people
Kick
didn't
that
know
shit
about
easy.
it. People didn't know you were on your
Yeah.
deathbed.
No, I wasn't. So basically,
He's triple boosted.
yeah, one morning I woke up and all of a sudden I started feeling this.
Oh, you're Jabberwocky?
Yeah,
Oh,
and then
shit.
and it was raining outside, right? So like all of a sudden, like I couldn't control my body, and all of a sudden, like I was outside, like
Oh, Amari and
dancing,
Icebox.
dancing in the dancing in the
Omari.
rain, and I was like, oh my god, do I got it? And I fucking had it. I got the Omarion, bro. And
Damn.
really, it was one day. Like when I found out,
Yeah.
I'd left, I quarantined, that was another shit, but it was cool. It was one hard day. And pretty much it was one hard night, I should say. Other than that, kind of felt fine.
Did you basically just do like at home test to see if you're good? Or
I
you
did.
what?
No, I did 2 at home, and then I did like actual ones because those at home
Oh.
tests you can't really trust. Like if you're taking that shit's like $5, bro. Like you really want to trust that shit?
You're buying one for $5. Where are you
Where are you
getting
getting these?
Even like when I first got it, it was like $5, and I'm like, man, this
Where
shit
are you getting a?
$5?
The
Like, it was
government
at
makes them
Target.
affordable.
Oh my
But the whole
God.
thing is like when you go and buy an actual rapid test, it's like
Yeah.
$80. So I'm like, why is theirs 80, but
There's
this one's $5?
There's
bruh?
different brands that have a better efficacy. Shout
But
out
the
to
oth-
Abbott.
That word's too big for me. I don't even know what it means.
The other reason why though is because they're making all the money. They want you to spend $100
Yeah.
to go to them.
Wow, you hear Nick? Nick's like Trump 2024.
Nick.
Hey, watch your fucking mouth, boy. Watch your
He's like
motherfucking mouth in
2026.
here.
What are you talking about?
Oh, how
What you
dare
talking
you?
about?
What are you talking about? I believe in COVID and how I feel like it's ruining this country. Bring back, drain the swamp, dude.
Oh,
what I
send them
do.
back. Send
How
them
about
back
that?
where they came from.
Dude, you put all the slogans to one
Wuhan
sentence.
flu.
Wuhan flu. Nick, how's your COVID?
I haven't gotten it yet.
That's why
I'm
I wanted to show
surprised.
you what a strong person looks like next to a weak man.
I didn't get boosted. You get boosted yet?
No. I know
I was
everyone I
home-
know that got boosted had COVID.
Well, that's because they're gathering, yo. You gotta stay at home. You gotta be a hermit right now.
Well,
what I've
that's
been
what's
doing.
crazy because you
I
guys
was
know
in just Vegas.
yeah, you guys know what I do. So it's like I don't know where in the fuck I got this shit because like I don't do anything. I'm here at home.
you probably got it from the store.
Probably, bro.
Just random people coming in there. You know what I mean, bro? People. We know people in these streets that have COVID that just been out shopping and shit. They just go. They have it and then they just go do stuff. And it's like, yo, if you have any sickness, not COVID or anything, just stay at home, yo.
If you're down
You
with
have a
the
fucking
sickness,
Yeah, then you got to go out and spread it if you're down with the sickness. But if you have a cold, stay at home, whether you think it's COVID or not. Okay.
I agree.
I
don't wanna get
stay
sick.
home. If you have COVID, you can go out.
You can go out, go buy stuff.
But
It's
if you
fine.
have a cold, stay in.
Stay
For
in.
COVID, go out. That's the message we wanted to send here today. There was no fight this past weekend. I don't think so.
That's like
If there-
3.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
How have your lives changed since there's not been any UFC fights? How do you guys feel about this?
I think it was good timing. I think everyone needs a break from
Yeah.
fights every week because now I'm like excited for all the fights that our wonderful notes producer has put down that are coming up. I'm like
Yeah,
reinvigorated.
I was cool with it because it was like, it was gonna be Christmas weekend and then it was gonna be New Year's, but then I got hit with it, and so like on New Year's Day I did absolutely nothing. I was like, damn, this would be kind of cool if there was a fucking fight
UFC
right
fight.
now,
Yeah.
And so pretty boring to be straight up with you, but I'm excited for them to be back. We have some good fights to start the year off.
Yeah. This is gonna actually be a little crazy. We're not gonna start with the fight news first. Is that okay, gentlemen?
Yeah.
Just to kick off, just to kick off 2022, I say we talk about the new fight announcements at the beginning of the year. So we're gonna talk about the fights that make you act. So we'll
Act a
actually
certain way.
they're act a certain way, exactly. There's a lot. I feel like we can actually just say all of them first. Then you guys will start with either Alex or Nick. You decide among yourselves through rock, paper, scissors through Zoom. Which one you want to comment on. All right, first we have Kevin Holland versus Alex Cowboy Oliveira. Love it. Derek Brunson versus Jared Cannonier. Gemstones. We have Myson Taburo versus Rosenstruck. Yum yum. We have Derek Lewis versus Tai Tuivasa. I'm conflicted. Bobby Green versus Nazarat Hakapraskis. And then we also have RDA versus Rafael Fiziev. Nick, you're clenching. Which one makes you act up?
The last one, dude. Fucking RDA versus Rafael Fiziev.
Give him a name.
That's-
Thank God.
Yeah, finally, because he needs to find someone that he could, I think RDA is going to be willing to stand and bang with him for 5 rounds. Because I think this fight is scheduled to headline. They haven't finalized it yet, but this is what they want.
Mhm.
So yeah, I think it's a good fight. Style wise, I think it's a good matchup for Rafael. RDA does have a pretty diverse ground game. So I'm curious to see if he throws that in there or if he just stands and bangs with Rafael. So I'm excited for that fight.
Ooh. Alex, which fight makes you act up?
I have 2. Can I do 2?
But which one
Nope.
makes you act up the
All right,
second
well-
most and then work your way up?
All right, the one that makes me almost fully act up
Act up? Yeah.
is Derek
me,
Lewis
Papa.
and Tai Tuivasa.
Kinda
Here's why.
does.
Because you
Kinda
guys
does.
probably, the fans probably think that would make me act up, wow, me going brazen in the street. But the whole
scares you.
thing is that fight, I am so excited for it, but I'm also not, because I'm such a huge fan of both that I wish that they weren't fighting, because I don't want
Yeah.
to see either of them lose.
Mhm.
So I'm excited for that fight, but I'm also just fuck, man, I wish this fight didn't have to happen. But the one that's making me go buck wild and Millie Rock on every block, hey, is the Kevin Holland and Alex Oliveira, because that's Kevin Holland's debut at 170.
Mhm.
Yep.
Oliveira is a good fighter. That's a crazy fight right there, bro. I'm super excited for that, man.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Just to jump back on the Derek Lewis Tai Tuivasa, let's get some early quick picks on that, Nick. Derek Lewis, big name. Tai Tuivasa, up and coming star, finally getting. I mean, Derek Lewis is, as you know, you pick against him, you probably knock someone out.
Yeah.
Who would you give that to? I know you said last time that Tai Tuivasa's hands were looking good.
Yeah, I think it just sucks because we actually talked about how we don't want to see this fight happen, because I feel like Tai Tuivasa's on a good run right now, and I feel like, yeah, I'm sure the clash of both these guys fighting would make for a crazy fight, but also though I would argue that keeping them separate and meeting them meet later might be a better play, just because Tai is a crazy star by itself. Derek Lewis is another one of those stars that they both kind of transcend pop culture in a lot of ways. or the sport into
Yeah.
pop culture, I should say. So that is interesting. But I think, yeah, I would rather him fight like Marcin Tybura or something. It's not as fun on paper as far like for the fans, but I just feel like building him up to a heavyweight contender would be a better idea instead of making them, you know, fight each other, because they're both big names and they're both big draws. I would like them to fight separately, but if they fight, so be it.
Yeah.
But I think Derek Lewis gets the edge.
Damn, that's a good point. I don't like them fighting now. I like that. Let Ty build be like a really big superstar.
Yeah, because they both can. Well, they both are.
Derek Lewis is kind of like already there as a name. I was like, why are you giving him Ty Derek? But anyways, Alex, who would you say right now in this moment would you give the fight to? Take your emotions out of it, dude.
Yeah. Okay. So if I'm gonna be straight up, if I'm gonna put money on it, and someone's like, "You got to give me money for your actual bet," I'm gonna have to go Derek Lewis, and the only reason why is because Ty gets hit every single fight.
True.
And he gets almost rocked, you know, and almost all of it. Even the Greg Hardy rocked him pretty hard. So it's like, that's what makes me nervous, is because Derek Lewis, you can't sit there and just get hit by him, you know? And Ty's been TKO'd a couple times. So it's just like, but, you know, right now I'm leaning more towards Derek Lewis. Once he gets closer to the fight and we start seeing more like training footage of Ty and shit, I hope I change my mind, because everybody knows no matter what, I love Derek Lewis, but Ty's my fucking guy. So I do think that if he makes good adjustments and just does good head movement, he can win this fight. But if it's going to be a straight striking fight, it's really hard to kind of go against Derek Lewis just because of the power that he has. But I agree with Nick. I would have rather, you know, Marcin Tybura versus Rosenstruck. I would have rather seen Tai Tuivasa against Rosenstruck or Marcin Tybura. Like one of those
great matchup.
Like, but man, they had to do Derek Lewis, and I know it's like he said, because it's such a big draw. But man, like Ty's like what, 11 or some shit like that. Like let him build up into.
Yeah, that's what I mean too, man.
I don't know why
the
the
same way
did this. Yeah,
they should have just waited on Ty a little bit, because like if there's ever a guy where you give lower level heavyweights and you just let him pick him off, it's Ty.
Yeah.
Right. Think about all the fucking shoeies he's gonna, like all the buzz he can create, all the big crazy knockouts he's gonna have. But I guess a gradual step up in competition with Derek Lewis makes sense. But I just wish it was under different circumstances. That's all.
I don't know if you guys watch the Believe You Me podcast, but this is kind of off topic with these. But the other heavyweight, Tom Aspinall, who's also young and really good. Michael Bisping was saying he's not going to say, because he swore his word to Tom that he wouldn't say anything. But supposedly Tom Aspinall, there's a London fight card in March. I guess Tom Aspinall has a really huge heavyweight fight coming up. So I'm excited.
When you say huge, like it's but what name?
Big name.
A
big name.
Let's try to guess that. What
let's
heavyweights are not fighting right now? Let's see. So we obviously have Derek Lewis and Tai Tuivasa. So they're fighting. So you lose one big name. All right. But you can't. He's not fighting the champion.
Stipe.
There's no way he's fighting Stipe. That's
what if
that's
it's Stipe?
That's crazy. How is
that'd be
Stipe?
nuts.
Oh, I know.
Stipe
Curtis
take
Blades,
that
bro. Curtis Blades.
There you go.
Curtis Blades.
So Rosenstruck's is Volkov fighting someone?
Or Volkov? Yeah, I don't think Volkov.
Oh yeah, it could be Volkov actually.
It's
Curtis Blades might be the name. I think you might be right.
It's Curtis Blades or Volkov. It has to be.
Yeah, because no one cares about Shamil Abdur Akhmov. Chris Dawkins just lost.
Oh,
yeah.
Dude, what if it's Alexei Olenek? What if it's Alexei?
No, Alexei Olenek is fighting. Want to know who Alexei Olenek's fighting?
He's fighting someone crazy.
Greg Hardy.
Yeah, that's who it is.
Yeah,
dude.
I think it's this fight card
out.
or next fight card or some shit.
Yeah, fuck.
That's who I thought they should have had Ty fight was fucking Chris Dawkins.
Yeah,
the guy that just lost to Derek Lewis.
Or Derek Lewis and Stipe.
Yeah, bro, Stipe.
Yeah, like that fight makes a lot more sense, but I don't know if Stipe is willing to take that fight because it's like high risk, low reward kind of.
Yeah,
I don't think Stipe is taking any fight unless it's Francis or
I heard
basically championship. I guess
I heard some cool stuff about Stipe. If you guys want to hear it,
yeah, what is
cool
it?
As in you're gonna shit on him, or cool as like
no, of course I'm never shit on Stipe. Stipe is my favorite heavyweight fighter.
What if he hit a woman that was pregnant? Would you still think he's cool?
It was by accident.
in this scenario.
In this scenario, I'm
would
changing it
It
to
was
by
by
accident.
accident in this scenario.
Cheers to 2022 and resolutions you can actually keep. How about having clean and shiny balls all year round? Our sponsors
Ooh.
at Manscaped are here to save your balls this year and make the ball drop into 2022 the cleanest, and the sexiest ever. Set your
Ooh.
first New Year's resolution with good intentions and join over 4 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped with our exclusive offer. Go to manscaped.com and use the code WEOUTHERE for 20% off and free shipping. Someone tell me a story.
You know, I have a New Year's resolution for myself, and my New Year's resolution was to maintain, because every time I try to do this, it never works out, is to maintain the perfect little landing strip. Okay.
Oh,
Maybe edge it out, keep the corners real high and tight. And just to make sure, you know, I'm on top of my own grooming schedule, because not only do I feel better with it, not only do I do better when I do my own male grooming, but my wife also really enjoys it. So,
bro, I don't like the idea of her. You know what? I take that back. I love the idea of her going down your landing strip. Manscaped.
she doesn't, she just wants to look at it visual. That's it. That's all she wants to see. Okay. But for the rest of you guys, I would, you know, I extended to the group to see whether if we should try this challenge. What do you guys think?
The landing strip challenge?
Landing strip challenge.
Damn.
And maybe put it out to the whole Manscaped community out there.
Bro,
Whoever
you've
watches,
seen my
but
pubes,
just-
Nick. I definitely need Manscaped.
You need a Manscaped, bro. I don't know why. You need to trim up a little bit more. Okay.
All right, guys, it's a new year, new me with the global leaders and below the waist grooming. This year, take your package to the next level with the Performance Package 4.0 and the brand new Ultra Premium Body Wash. Inside the Performance Package 4.0, you'll find the Signature Lawnmower 4.0. This electric trimmer is designed to trim hair on loose skin. The advanced skin-safe technology reduces cuts and nicks on the delicate nutsack.
We don't want those,
Yeah, you don't want Nick on your nutsack. He's not delicate, I promise you. It also comes equipped with a 4000K LED spotlight that will shine a light to Promised Land 2022 looks to be, baby.
Guys, be sure to travel to manscaped.com. Use our exclusive offer at 20% off and free shipping with the code WEOUTHERE. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code WEOUTHERE at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com and use the code WEOUTHERE. It's New Year, no pubes in 2022 with Manscaped hashtag landing strip challenge.
Landing strip. But
I like that.
Little birdie told me that Stipe might be traveling down to Arizona to get some work in. That's all I'm finna say.
Wait. Yons? With Henry Sahoods?
Stipe might be traveling down to AZ to get some work in. That's all I'm finna say.
Say it.
Say it.
Yeah,
Fight
he might be
ready,
going to fight ready. Baby.
Fight ready, huh?
Yeah, they're trying to, I guess.
Would a Filipino Flash have some intel then?
That's also a boxer, just for people if they're wondering.
Boxers,
No, Nito Donaire.
Nito Donaire,
no.
Filipino Flash.
I think maybe just to. I think I was when he was telling me. I didn't ask him. But I was thinking maybe they might be bringing Stipe just to like work with John for like heavyweight. Because I don't think they'll fight. Honestly, you know, I don't think Stipe and John fight.
Why would they work?
I don't think they're gonna fight. Honestly, I think Stipe might. I think Stipe is getting close to being done. To be honest with you, because he's getting older.
But you don't think he wants that crack at the heavyweight one more time? I mean, it's Stipe.
I think he does. That's what I mean. I think that he goes for that title fight, and that's it. Title fight or bust. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't
buzz
or buzz. But yeah, no, I did talk to Filipino Flash. He came into Super yesterday. He was telling me about like he's been watching Figueroa train.
Damn, that's wild.
Cejudo, Weili Zhang, John Jones.
Wow.
So yeah, they have a lot of good people there.
Why don't we get him in here, dude? Why don't we?
Well, he
Filipino
fights
Flash?
next month at the LFA card on February 11th.
Cool. We'll ask him about his prep, and we'll also get him to gossip and get him in trouble.
Yeah,
Ooh,
gossip.
I know. Huh?
Gossip is fun, dude.
Filipinos
Gossip is
love
fun.
gossip, dude.
They love it.
Filipino Flash loves.
No, but also
gossip.
they love
And they love
Lumpia.
Vegas. They love Vegas.
Damn, dropping the fast
Hey.
Olympia
Why do you think Filipinos love Vegas so much?
because of what just happened. Did someone's ass just hit everything off their counter? Seriously, guy, your butt's got huge.
My bad.
Uh,
I had to get a drink,
Filipinos like Vegas. Two things: buffets and Gucci bags. That's it.
Ooh,
And
I like
the
that.
aunties love
Good
that.
taste. Good taste.
All right, guys, let's get to our We Out Here morning news. That's 7:31 p.m. Guys, first piece of news: Max Holloway injured, teardrop, and out of the title bout against Volkanovski. The Korean Zombie looks to be the favorite to replace Max. So let's talk about that really quick.
It also got fucking announced in like a day, and then Max Holloway gets injured. Like,
so question, let's go. Do you think he's actually injured, or was there a money dispute?
he said he re-aggravated his injury.
I re-aggravate my injuries all the time. I don't pull out.
Yeah. Talk about
bust.
Really? Because you
bust.
rolled your ankle 90 months ago and you barely just finally said that you're ready to train again.
Some people are weak like me, so don't worry about it.
keep getting aggravated, you know?
So is that confirmed? Because I did see that Korean Zombie put that out there, but I also saw Yair, kind of chomp at the bit. Oh, Alex, why'd you shake your hands up? Go ahead.
Okay, because I want to see if you guys agree with me. So Yair's response was, Dana White, do I even really need to raise my hand? And then he starts like calling Volk a bitch. Like, I don't know how I feel.
I like that name, Volk a bitch.
That's tight.
When I read that, I was kind of like, yeah, you do have to raise your hand because you lost your last fight and you haven't won a fight in like 2 years. And
it's a good fight, though. It was a good fight. Okay,
it doesn't matter. Did you win or lose? There's no, well, it was almost that he lost. And the only fighter, he's like, I almost won. Can I get the title fight? Like, that shit don't work.
So do I really have to raise my hand? I almost won.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, yeah, you maybe do have to try and beg for it because Korean Zombie, which to me would be so fucking sick. Korean Zombie and Volk is a fun matchup, bro.
Did he win his fight though?
Yeah, he beat Dan Ige, and when Dan Ige was ranked number 6, I believe. So he's the only featherweight I think in the top 5 aside from Max and the champ coming off of a win. So yeah, he deserves. I think Korean Zombie deserves it. Henry Cejudo ain't getting it, bro. I'm just
Nick, do you want to respond? You look like you had a skeptical Asian eyes for a second.
Part of me, like, I kind of forgot about Chan Sung Jung in the rankings. And when I found out that he was targeted to be the replacement, I was kind of like,
you hated
it. I was like, oh, come on. Because my memory is that he lost his last fight was to Brian Ortega. And I also forgot that he did the Dan Ige fight. So that's on me. But part of me kind of wanted to see how Giga would match up with Alexander Volkanovski because I feel like he could give him a lot of problems. And I think if he beats Calvin Kattar, he might be ready to fight for the title by March. But I think if he were to match up with him, he probably would have canceled that fight and just went for it. But part of me is not mad at the Chan Sung Jung fight, but I kind of wish Henry Cejudo would fight for the title.
I'm not mad at that.
I kind of want to see that fight, bro. Like, style wise, I just want to see what it looks like. I want to see how Alexander Volkanovski matches up with Henry Cejudo because he's always talking all this shit. Yeah. And I feel like Volk could really put him in his place. And in a lot of ways, they kind of mirror each other's style. And but like with their attributes, skill set,
going to be at a pretty big disadvantage in terms of size.
I think he would be.
Yeah, I think so.
I think he would be, but fuck it. Let's go for it. Let's
see how Cejudo's the small, stocky guy at 25, really strong. That's Volk. Oh my God.
Whoa, dude. Was that an effect?
Dude, he was like, hey, everybody. Dude, you're doing like one of your like screamo thingies, whatever you do.
All right, but that's Volkanovski at featherweight, 2 weight classes above. At featherweight, 2 weight classes above Henry Cejudo, Volkanovski's the short, small, super strong guy. I think, honestly, you see them fight, you're going to see a huge size and strength advantage on Volk's part. What I was curious about is how in the world is Yair ranked number 3 when his last win was in 2019 against Jeremy Stevens, who right now isn't even in the fucking rankings.
I don't even know how some of these other fighters aren't ranked higher, like Giga. These more like
that's what
fighters.
I mean. It's like how is he ranked 3? He lost his last fight.
And even Josh Emmett hasn't fought in forever. I don't even know why he's at 6. But.
Well, remember, he just got that fucking win over Dan Ige, which shouldn't have happened.
I know. That's kind of like he didn't really win, though.
But I think I want to see Henry Cejudo step up for the belt. That's what I want to see. Triple C. Cool. I want to see if he happens.
It would be cool. Don't get me wrong. It'd be cool. But I just honestly, I think it'd be like You know how when Jan grappled Izzy, and then you
Mhm.
could tell that there was just a difference. I think that's
Maybe
what
the
you would
same,
see
huh?
in that fight.
Yeah.
You would see the difference. Be like, oh, okay, that's why there's weight classes, and it's not even going up one weight class. This is 2 weight classes. I know he won the 135 belt, but I mean, he beat the guy that if you lost the first round, like you win. So I mean, that's how he got the title. And I'm just the greatest fighter. That's why I'm talking shit.
All right. So we'll see what happens.
Hey,
with
you ain't
that.
wrong though, bro. You ain't wrong about
We'll
the Marlon
see
Moraes.
what happens with that. Next news story: Chimaev, best ever? Question mark. Alexander Gustafsson responds in a recent interview. I think Chimaev will put Usman to sleep and claims that he can be an all-time great. Look, it's no surprise here on this show. These two men right here love Chimaev. I think he's already a go. I will just say possible, but this man, as long as Kumar Usman is currently the champion of the UFC, no one is beating him. And that's all I have to say.
Hey, Gilbert,
Hey, Alex, do that burping again.
you down? $20. I bet you that Chimaev beats Usman. I just found this $20 bill because I cleaned up my room and it was under my bed. So I bet you.
I will bet
$20.
you this hammer gel, intra nutrition running gel.
Look how clear that is when he puts it in there. Look
that fucking Chimaev will beat Usman. How about that, brother?
Yeah,
How about
Gilbert,
I
what do you
say,
think? What do you
if-
put?
Put your money where your mouth is.
if Chimaev if Usman beats Chimaev, you guys get Manscaped shirts.
What?
So you want Usman to win so you guys can get your shirts. I'm holding them hostage. You understand me? You
Okay,
Volca
let's-
bitch.
Well, let's talk for fun. Let's just for funsies.
No, let's talk serious.
How does how does the fight between Usman? Oh my god, bro!
Who said
How
that
does
about
the
me?
fight? Do I have to break something?
Do the gel. Do the gel. Do the gel. Do the gel.
Oh,
was a
that
donut.
paper towel had no chance, fool.
That was a donut, bro. How does a fight between Usman and Chimaev go? How does it go? What do you guys think? Early predictions, fight,
right.
quick picks.
I was really quick. Here's mine, since you probably know more than me. I'm gonna just say Chimaev immediately bum rushes Usman and he puts him against the cage. They hand fight. And he realizes, oh, I don't have the same athletic ability as a black man from Africa. Gets taken down from a single one arm ankle pick. Usman gets on top and goes Wakanda forever, and then boom, smashes him in the face. Your vibranium spills out of his hands. Done. Game.
You assuming Usman has vibranium and is part of Wakanda, is that racist? Or
It is,
that
but guess
fine?
what? We don't have the capabilities of racist cam anymore. So I watch Alex spend like 30 minutes.
But
figuring that
if
out.
there's any UFC fighter that is from Wakanda, it would probably be Usman. Like anybody that could be the front runner for the next Black Panther, it'd be Usman.
Usman. Izzy's a little too skinny. Usman has
Izzy
the
could
body
be
type.
He could be Black Panther. You know what I mean?
He could
They
be Black
both
Widow.
Panther.
No, Izzy's Black Widow.
Francis Ngannou could be Black Widow.
Yeah,
But honestly,
No,
I think that's what
Francis
happens.
Ngannou-
Chimaev feels the strength of Usman and realizes, oh, I'm not at that level yet. That's
You know
all
what
I'm
Francis
saying.
Ngannou could do in the Black Panther? You know when they were standing there and all of a sudden in the mountains you heard Ibombe.
Oh, he's the other guy.
That's bro. He looks like Francis.
Yeah,
the other
those,
guy.
he can be one of those guys.
He be that guy.
Honestly, all right, I will say this with full 100% honesty and respect to Usman. Right now, I don't know if Chimaev can beat Usman just because he hasn't really beat that much.
Give me that
people.
20. Give me that $20.
No. I didn't. I said right now. They're not fighting right now. I said, but when they do fight, $20 that Chimaev wins because I think Chimaev's just gonna get more. Dude, here's my thing. Alexander Gustafsson, don't forget, he was one of the greatest light heavyweights we've ever seen. Okay, and I know that's his teammate, but man, he's a skilled person, and I know that he could probably see another skilled person. Lear Latifi was saying that we hadn't seen anything yet from Chimaev as well. So when these people are saying this shit, bro, especially someone like Gustafsson, man, you gotta believe them, bro. They're skilled in their own rights, and I just felt there was a video that just released where Chimaev and Jan Blachowicz were walking next to each other. They're the same fucking size, dude. So it's like, dude, I think that he's going to smash everyone.
And I just like to point out, Gustafsson also said that Latifi is the next big thing. And I just want to put that out as well.
Did he say that though?
He was
did say
almost.
There we go. He was almost. Let me fight Volk. Do I really have to raise my hand? Yes, yeah,
Wow,
you
you're
do.
a freaking hater, dude. Look,
Dude,
I think
I'm sorry that
Hamza,
I respect. I'm sorry, I respect Kamaru Usman. Do you
yeah,
not?
you're right. You're right. You're right. You're right.
Jeez,
You're right.
Go ahead, Nick. Disrespect him. Go ahead. You don't
No, I
believe
think-
in.
I gave him respect.
I think if they do fight, even both these guys, if they grow into their title shot, like if Hamzat grows into his like title shot and he gets the right matchups and he shows that he's capable and he's everything that we think that Hamzat is, I think even if with that potential, I think if he fights Usman, I don't think it's an easy fight for either of those guys.
Oh my god,
I really
That's
don't. I
crazy.
think Hamzat could hurt Usman on the feet. I really do. And I think
don't
the
know why-
wrestling might be a wash. I think the wrestling might be a wash.
You hear that, Trevor
And
Whitman?
I think
Nick
it becomes
thinks this wrestler can outstrike your fighter, Kamaru Usman. Make that an IG clip and tag Nick and Trevor
but
Whitman.
I'm not done yet though.
You
But
are.
Let
Look
him
at your
finish,
body.
Gilbert.
No, man, this is disrespectful. Go ahead.
Bro.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Nick, I got you.
on this camera, when I cry, it looks like I'm really crying. Dude.
Hey,
This
man,
is
both
pretty
of
good.
me and Nick's hair look so good right now. Shout
You
out
know
to
what I'm saying,
Omar
dude?
Pax. You
Come
know
on,
what I'm saying?
Doug. What's up, dude?
What about the height of my gay hair?
It's pretty tall. I think I'm gonna grow my hair out again. I think that's what I'm gonna do.
You should. I want to see Alex with the undercut, but like it just goes all the way to one side.
That's an emo
Ooh.
cut, dude. This is all the way down.
Finish your
Wait,
thought.
let
though.
Nick finish. Yeah.
I don't. It doesn't matter because we need to see Chimaev get. He needs to have. We need to see what he looks like in a firefight. I think we need to see what that looks like. I think he's. I don't think he's gonna waver from tough competition. If somebody he fights is his equal, I don't think we're gonna see him like crumble. You know what I mean? I think he's a world beater, and I think he's just a crazy guy. And I think everybody he fights, he's gonna make it look somewhat easy.
All right, go ahead, Alex.
Well, first it's funny because like when I can see when Nick's highlighting everything, so like in the middle of his thought, he just started highlighting the whole.
Yeah, I
paragraph.
was like, why is he on the notes while talking?
Look at the notes now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, dude, put it back.
got-
I'm lost.
I have the power, dude.
I'm lost in the
I
show.
have the power. I just deleted the
I
whole
got a
show.
question for you guys. Do you guys think Chimaev ever fights Usman?
No.
Ooh, like for the title. Like you don't think he's gonna be there by the time he gets
Yeah,
there.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Honestly,
I
I don't
think
know.
he's gonna dip soon, dude.
Yeah,
I think Usman is gonna dip soon.
He's gonna leave on top like GSP. He talks about it all
Or
the time.
who do you think is better, GSP or Usman?
Usman
body
all
Usman.
day.
Usman.
Usman all
Hey,
day.
hey, y'all
I'll even tell you right
tripping,
now.
bro.
Here's who I
Hey.
think that Chimaev should fight.
GSP all
For-
day, bro.
Wait, here's who Chimaev should fight. And I think would be good is Gilbert Burns. That's who he should fight.
I think they verbally agreed
Yeah.
online. I don't know what's gonna happen to that, but
Hey, but also real
don't
quick
know.
on GSP lost
to who?
To Matt Serra.
to Matt Serra, to Matt Hughes.
For sure.
He lose to
definitely.
Matt Hughes also.
But
oh.
but also I think losses in this game, yeah, big deal. But also to the body of work and the dominance of GSP, I don't know, dude. Even with those losses,
dominating though, bro. And these are top level.
But Usman has
Col-
never fought
Hey,
Chimaev yet.
I'll say
Usman's
this.
gonna lose.
I'm gonna say this, and I don't know if this is an unpopular opinion or not. GSP in his prime fights Colby Covington right now. Colby Covington wins.
oh, you crazy, bro. I don't know about that.
I don't think Alex is that crazy. Like I'm like picturing it in my mind.
I think you guys need to rewatch some
And
GSP fights, bro.
Usman smashed Covington.
I
Not
think
really.
you guys
they
need
were
to,
close fights, but he won.
Yeah, I think you guys need to rewatch some GSP, boy.
Bro,
Actually,
I
which
do.
GSP
We
fight
have
should
to
I watch?
because the E ESPN app doesn't fucking work at the shop, so I have to watch stupid YouTube all fucking day. And I've watched GSP fight BJ Penn, Nick Diaz, all these people
That was
35,000 times. Okay, and guess what? Usman smash.
Oh,
But-
you hater, bro.
But still, the best welterweight of all time, we can all agree, is John Fitch. All right, let's move on. Number-
CM Punk.
CM Punk, go. Mickey Gall. Number 3, Francis Ngannou wants to fight in boxing and MMA. Calls out Tyson Fury for a fight in any rule set. What do you think he does in boxing? And also, why is this a thing?
Yeah.
I think Dana even commented on this. If I am correct, that he was like, no, but he can leave after he defends the belt once and finish out his contract and do whatever he wants.
I think he wants to leave, doesn't he? Isn't that what the
Yeah.
talks? Everyone's saying that he wants to
His
dip out
management,
and
yeah.
he kind of wants more money and he wants those big paydays. But
I
do you
get it,
think
but-
do you think that's a sign of him kind of being 1 foot out the door.
Yes.
And how do you think that affects his fight with Cyril? What do you guys think?
Look, there's a different thing between being what Conor did and like he was chasing money and he had a pretty good string of fights up until the point where he fought Floyd. But then like Ngannou, like he still hasn't he can really build a legacy if he keeps fighting in heavyweight, like a proper legacy. I just don't know. I honestly think this is his team. They want more money. I really don't think this is even Francis, honestly. Alice, what do you think about this whole thing?
Honestly, and this is gonna sound like the most casual answer ever, but I think with Ngannou's power, it doesn't fucking matter, bro. If he's 1 foot in and 1 foot out, because he still wants to fight after this. He wants to box. So it's not like he's not like focused on fighting. So it's like with someone with that guy's type, his type of power, man, it's just like, bro, it don't fucking matter. If he's 1 foot in, 1 foot out, all he has to do is just land a goddamn punch on you, and it's insane. And I still do think that he's beating Cyril Gane.
You know what? I was thinking the same thing as far as the power, because he's so powerful, and that threat of power is so scary for most people that, like you said, it really doesn't matter if he's 1 foot in, 1 foot out. But I do feel like if there's anybody that could really, finesse and beat Francis, put Francis Ngannou in his place, I think it's a guy like Cyril. I do think it is.
He moves like a boxer.
Yeah,
he's so good. He's so good.
And then just to comment on Francis moving to boxing, if he wanted to fight Tyson Fury, he'd get destroyed. I think he has a better chance with Wilder, but I don't think he can keep up with just the stamina or the footwork of a Tyson Fury.
Dude, Francis and
Wilder
is a crazy fight.
They have he has a chance in that fight, I think, at least. But
I think he has a chance in all those fights.
Yeah.
Tyson's
different. Tyson Fury is a different animal.
It's a different.
But
movement.
as far if he were to go out there and fight Anthony Joshua, you know what I mean? I think he might do okay. Like he's gonna do pretty well. He's gonna do pretty well if he fights. What's the name? Deontay Wilder. Even more so, I think he has more of a chance to beat a guy like Deontay. But Tyson Fury, in boxing only, very different.
Very difficult. Also, maybe not. He probably could even beat. I was thinking if he can beat Ruiz. Short, stocky.
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah. I mean, Francis is big, bro. The whole thing that would get me nervous about his boxing is just his cardio.
Yeah, exactly.
We've seen these MMA people's going to boxing. It's different. That cardio different. So,
Jake Paul, Francis, go.
Just real quick, I know this is a little weird, but someone mentioned Mickey Gall. They announced a fight for him today too against the striking coach from Team Alpha Male.
Who is
his name is Mike Mallet. He's the striking coach there. He just won his contract on the Dana White Tuesday Night Contender Series and just beat the bricks off that guy. He's really good, and he's like the striking coach at Team Alpha Male. So I think they're trying to get Mickey Gall out of there.
They've been trying to get him out of there, bro.
They announced so many fights out like these past 3 weeks that that there wasn't any fights. It's been so fucking cool.
So many. All right, let's move on to our next story. Sean O'Malley turns down talks of fighting Cody for CTE related reasons. Nick, do you want to fill us in on this? How much truth is there to the CTE related reasons that O'Malley was saying?
I think it's mostly because of how his fights have been going in the past couple fights. Like he's being knocked out, and he's against guys that he should beat on paper. So, but I feel like if you're Sean O'Malley, you'd want to fight a guy like that. Mm-hmm. You'd want to fight a guy who, in your head, is like, oh yeah, he's going to be knocked out. He has CTE, yada yada yada. And I understand that he might be playing the angle of like, nah, man, you look at the guy. Like, if I beat him, it doesn't do anything for my name. But in reality, if there's ever a best matchup, it would probably be a guy like Cody Garbrandt. Mm-hmm. So, someone that's going to elevate your name, put you in the top 10 or whatever the case may be, and a style-friendly matchup. But I don't know. I don't know why he doesn't want to take that fight. I do find it a little odd. What do you guys think?
Alex?
I don't know if he's really. It's weird because I wouldn't say that he's scared, but then it makes you think that a little bit, right? Because like he's trying to go up in these rankings. If this is such an easy fight, which unfortunately I kind of have to think that Sean O'Malley might take that fight, or win the fight if they did fight. like if you're trying to move up, why wouldn't you? Like what Nick just said, it's like, bro, he's ranked above you. That's a fight that you can win. Why not?
Everyone's
go do
gonna
it?
watch that.
Yeah, Cody is still a name, even though he's losing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, it's a little weird why he wouldn't take the fight. Like, who else are you gonna fight? You're gonna fight another young, like, you're gonna fight Adrian Yanez, because that fight is gonna be fucking hard for you, bro. That's way harder fight for you. I hope he fights Adrian Yanez because I think Yanez wins, but you know, if he wants to be smart and if he's trying to get more money, I think he's trying to renew his contract right now, right? Like, use Cody as the person. Like, he's the former world champion. That's all you need to say. And he's still active, and you can make money off that shit.
Definitely. Yeah, I love Cody too much. I don't want this fight to happen.
Here, like I said that last time, I feel like if Cody doesn't fully switch camps, I think he should retire.
He goes back to alpha male.
No, he needs to leave alpha male completely. Not do half here, half there. He needs to be somewhere else completely, I think.
Okay, players. Sign him.
Okay, player. Hey, come
I'll train you, Cody. I got you.
Cody, I'll train you. Because you need
to train you, baby.
Also, just on that same article, Sean O'Malley takes a shot at Dana White, and here's a announcement for everyone they're gonna hate this, that Dana White is increasing the pay-per-view prices, or not Dana White, the UFC is, from $70 to $75. My question is more at, was the UFC suffering right now? Why are they charging people $75? That's
it's a cost of goods.
It's crazy. You have to think about it though. It's like, wow, I'm paying $75
during these times too, when people aren't working or during COVID, like they're going up. But the issue is, wanna know what the issue is?
Inflation.
Your boy still finna buy it, which sucks.
Hey, you know what? me too.
It's a write-off.
But yeah, it's a good time that I think he's also banking that the first card they're doing it on is UFC 270, which is Francis and obviously Cyril. So it's like a big heavyweight push.
That's low-key kind of messed up though, how they announce it like a week before the pay-per-view. Like, oh yeah, just so you know, next week when you buy that pay-per-view, it's gonna be $5 more. Like, damn, like at least give us like a month or some shit. Fuck.
At least, at least it's $5. At least it's only
$5.
Yeah, who did that 100 bullshit? Oh yeah, Pacquiao and Mayweather. 100.
That shit was awful. And that fight everybody bootlegged that shit.
That was so stupid. All right, let's move on to our final story of the We Out Here morning news. Charles Oliveira wants a shot at the 145 and 170 pound belt. Which division seems more likely? I would say 145. I think he's too big now, so I don't know. I'm thinking about his frame, but 170, you're dealing with some big boys. That's the problem. Like you put Charles Oliveira next to like a Chimaev, the thickness is different. Even though Oliveira got thicker, he's not as thick. Let's come on. Wonder Boy's thicker than him.
170 is a big jump. It's a big fucking jump. 145 seems very doable for him, but he does look way bigger at 155, doesn't he? Like,
his frame,
he's tall.
He's perfect at 155.
Yeah, I think 170. I don't think he can make 45 again.
Yeah, but do you think he wins at a title at 170? What's more? Who are the champions? So we have does he beat Volkanovski or does he beat Kamaru? I mean, that's
I mean, I think honestly, if he was somehow, some way able to make 45, I think he can beat Volk because he's just gonna be so much bigger than him when they fight. Usman, bro, the whole thing with Charles Oliveira, bro, that jiu-jitsu is so dangerous, man. It's like you never fucking know, bro.
He really is an equalizer with his jiu-jitsu.
Just think about it when Royce Gracie was beating these heavyweights because his jiu-jitsu is just on a different level, right? Like, I feel like Charles Oliveira is our modern day Royce, and he already beat him. He's already beat his sub record and shit. His jiu-jitsu is just different, you know what I'm saying? And it's just, you know what I'm saying? You guys know what I'm saying? Or
I think I know what you're saying.
I kind of know what you're saying.
That's the end of my point. So I got to keep saying, you know what I'm saying? Because, like,
you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, and just speaking of the Gracies, I think, I don't know if you guys have read this article. It's not really interesting. There's a couple of them. I forgot which is the original interview with, I think, Rorion Gracie. Is it Rorion, the one all the Gracies love?
Rorion.
Rorion Gracie. He talked about like the Gracies basically being like all to spread the family like
seed.
The seed. They just basically hook up with everybody.
Yeah, they got
it was really sad. Like,
they be
reading it, like the sons talking about like our father sucked.
They got a bunch of half siblings and shit, half sisters, half brothers, all that.
Wild stuff.
stuff.
All right, guys, that was our We Out Here morning news. Let's get into our quick pick picks.
Ooh.
With Alex Acosta and Nick, the Juicy Ear. I'm changing your name.
Le Juicy.
Le Juicy. Oh, I like that. Nick Le Juicy Ear.
Le Juicy.
Le Juicy.
right.
Yeah,
Let's start with the main event. We've got a guy that has hands and we've got a guy with feet. Who will win?
Dude, Giga is 6 feet tall.
And his shin is 8 feet tall. That's crazy.
How is that even possible? Doesn't make sense.
It's interesting. Their body shapes, looking at this photo, do lend to their abilities. Like, you know, Kattar's got that boxing upper body and Giga's got like the skinniest torso, but then beneath that is a huge dong and thighs. Nick, since you're laughing so much at a huge dong, why don't you go first?
You know what I like? You know what kind of humor I like?
Yeah, a huge dong gets you giddy. I didn't realize that.
It's fun, especially in the context of an MMA fight. When you just throw it in there, I'm like, huge dong. That makes me laugh. This doesn't belong in this. This doesn't belong in this analysis. So, man, I hate to say, well, no, I don't hate to say it, but I think Giga is the clear-cut winner here. I think Giga,
wow,
I just think style-wise, his kicks, everything he's bringing to the table, I think it will be enough to be able to defeat Calvin Kattar. Calvin Kattar is a little bit of a slow starter. He obviously he needs to fight in a boxing range, kind of a more of a counter puncher. As you see with Giga, he went out there and just demolished Edson pretty quickly.
And Cub.
Yeah, and I think Giga has more of a diverse skill set, and I think he's going to be able to implement it sooner than Calvin will be able to implement his offense. And he's coming off from a big loss. Who knows how Calvin is going to come back? Because I think he's almost fighting a year to the day, almost pretty close.
Or does he come back like motivated like Rocky?
I hope so. I hope that's the case, and I hope Calvin can pull out a big performance. But I just think on paper, Giga is the safer bet. So I'm gonna go Giga. More ways to win, at least.
Alex, Lifgod Acosta, bless me with your fight wisdom.
You see these odds right here?
Mm-hmm.
I think they're disrespecting our boy Kattar. I think Kattar got beat up so bad that people forget how good he is against Max Holloway. I honestly, I feel like Giga is really, really good. Obviously, he's kickboxing good and stuff, but I honestly think that Kattar's gonna win this fight.
Dang.
And I think that he's gonna TKO Giga. I think his boxing. I think he's gonna piece him up on the feet. I feel like those kicks are gonna be good, but I think that Calvin Kattar's boxing is pretty good, and he can time punches off kicks pretty well. And I feel like once Giga starts throwing that body kick, you're gonna see that 1-2, which Calvin Kattar has a very good jab, and it's a very educated jab, and he knows when to use it. I think you're gonna see a lot of that off of those kicks, and I think at one point he's gonna rock Giga. I don't know what it is. But when I watch interviews with Giga and stuff and the way he's talking, I feel like he's just, I mean, everybody has to be confident and stuff. I just feel like he has this weird cockiness where he's kind of doubting everybody now.
Bro, he's Georgian. That's what they do.
But no, you know what I'm saying? I feel like he thinks that, all right, I have this shit in the bag already. But like people like Kattar, I mean, Kattar's really fucking good. Like I said, yeah, we saw him get, pretty badly beat up, but his last fight, but that's fucking Max Holloway. And it's I just think Kattar is different, and I feel like Giga's not showing any respect in that sense. I feel like he's overlooking him, and I think that Kattar's gonna go ahead and take this dub.
Ooh, I like it. I like
it. Pick. I think I like both your picks, and I like both your reasons. I think Giga technically, I think, has this, but my heart, and I love the narrative, I love the story of a Calvin Kattar taking a year off, reassessing his tools, coming back, and rebounding, and I just like that Boston strong vibe. So let's go with Calvin Kattar.
Yeah,
let's go. Nick, you're wrong. You suck.
Come
USA. On, we got Muslim Salikov.
The fight's canceled.
Okay, moving down. What happened?
Undisclosed reason. Salikov pulled out.
Oh, Russia.
Just because he knew that Pierre was gonna win.
Damn, Pierre is fun to watch. I like that guy. All right, we have Nick's favorite fighter. So Nick, let you say her name.
Jennifer Maya.
Where's Caitlin?
Kukuchikin.
Kuchukian.
Kuchukian. Oh, that's how you say it. Kuchukian.
I'm gonna go right now. You gotta go with Caitlyn with that last name. Alex?
Oh, I got Jennifer Maia all day.
You say that every time. Nick?
No, wait, Jennifer Maia gave up a pretty good fight against Valentina, if y'all don't remember. It was, I mean, Valentina beat her, but Caitlyn Chukagian, we've seen
lose to a body shot.
Body shots, and Jennifer Maia can crack, bro. She really can. She's a good striker, so I think Jennifer Maia got this.
Nicholas?
This is a tough one, man. This is a truly a pick 'em, but I'm gonna go with my girl, undisputed last name, Chikadze, bro.
There we go. I was confused at first.
Chikadze.
She's lost 4 times. But there you guys go. All right, we have a flyweight fight. I like this one a lot. We have Brandon Royval, and we also have Rodrigo Bontorin. I'm trying to remember who Bontorin fought last.
Kai Kara France got knocked out.
That's what it was. So I'm gonna go with Royval. Nick?
I think I'm gonna go Royval.
Yeah,
I think I'm gonna go Royval.
Yeah,
I think that's the pick.
I got Royval as well.
Boom. And then we got a heavyweight fight closing out the main card. Jake Collier versus Chase Sherman. I'm having a hard time remembering who Chase Sherman fought, but I don't remember who. He's not coming off a loss, is he?
I think so. Yeah, he is.
He is? Okay.
I
think both these guys are.
Remember, he fought Big Tits. Remember?
Big tits. Big titties.
Big titty. Yeah, we were all going for big titty.
Big titties. Yeah. Big old titties. Yeah.
Big old titty.
Parker Porter? Was that who it was? Parker Porter?
I don't know. We just kept saying big old titties.
Big old titty.
Should we get him on the show? Or is that
I don't know. I don't know if you'll like that we call him big titties, dude.
But we're cheering for him.
Yeah, he might be a little coy at first and play a little hard to get, but I think he'll come around.
I like he said he'll play hard to get, and then we're like, guys, we're the Gyno boys, all 4 of us.
This fight is interesting, dude.
I might have to go with Jake Collier.
I'm gonna go Jake, bro. I think Jake might. Chase Sherman's kind of you just never know what you're gonna get with him. Like, I don't think he's lost. The only fight he's won was against Ike Villanueva.
Dude, look at his name though. His name is the Vanilla Gorilla. That's not
the issue with that though. Is like 30,000 people have that fucking nickname.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, there's so much people that have the Vanilla Gorilla, bro. And
like who?
Like, yeah, name one.
That many people. There's people.
There's like
30,000 people.
There's like 3 power lifters. There's like 3 fighters. There's like, bro, like.
Oh, man. I'll say this. I've heard the prototype more than the Vanilla Gorilla.
Yeah, that's very true. Can I tell you what a Vanilla Gorilla, the definition is?
Yeah, it's a gorilla that likes to eat vanilla chocolate. Like, we know this.
Vanilla chocolate? Is that what you just said?
Or a Caucasian male who is large in stature and body language, actions that are sometimes brutish but considered favorable in popular culture.
Oh, wow.
Females find the Vanilla Gorilla's actions and persona to be attractive, and other males wish to emulate the Vanilla Gorilla. So maybe we should take a note and a page.
Is this in Chase Sherman's bio or some shit or what?
I made that up right now. I just made that up.
No, you didn't. Did you go to Urban Dictionary?
Maybe.
Here's my thing with Jake. I think Jake's gonna take this. The only thing with Jake is, like, he used to be a middleweight and then like took years off and then came back like this.
He took years
disgusted.
off. He came back like this.
So disgusting,
bro. Like, he used to be like in shape, like cut and shit, and then he
wanted to move up.
All right, then why don't one of you guys train him? Put him on a program.
At least he did it better than Gene Vellante, because Gene Vellante was just like, I don't give a fuck, bro. I'm just gonna fight, make some money.
Bro, he went full Italian, full Italian. All right, guys, we have another featherweight fight. Bill Aleggio versus Joe Anderson Brito, and they use his photo from the '60s. That's terrible. His grandfather's photo. Who do you guys got?
I'm gonna go Joe Anderson. I'm gonna go because his name is 2 different names combined into one. So I'm gonna go Joe Anderson.
Why do you think it's black and white though? It's so confusing. You have a photo right there.
Yeah,
they probably can pay for it. They can pay for the color. That's just what happens.
And this
sometimes.
Kid's good. I think his fight didn't he fight on the Contender Series, or am I tripping?
I don't know. I think he did.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did. He's pretty good. I'm gonna go with Jason Burrito, because his name almost is
Jason Burrito.
Burrito? Is this what this guy said?
that's his new
Jason?
name, Jason Burrito.
Dude, how do you not cheer for someone named Jason Burrito?
He's
Nick,
no
who do you-
vanilla gorilla, but
Just so you know, this guy, he's on a streak. He's on a, let me count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so Jason Burrito is on 11 fight win streak.
that's who I'm picking. I'm picking Joe Anderson because his name is Joe and then Anderson. Joe
But then
Anderson.
the last name Burrito, though. Come on.
Burrito, like that.
Burrito. I'm gonna go with him too. I like him. I don't know. I feel like I'm disrespecting the other guy because I'm not even.
Bill Adgio, he's pretty good.
Has he won
Let's see.
recently?
No, he lost. Oh, he beats that's who he beat. That's who I remember him. He beat Spike Carlisle.
Oh, that
Oh
looks
yeah,
like- looks
before
like Dan.
he left the UFC.
That was like
Yeah.
Dan from South Pass Fitness.
I was on a flight with Spike Carlisle one year. So
And what
pretty
happened? Did you guys hook up?
nope, he was reading the Bible. He's actually quite religious on the
And
plane.
then after that, you hooked up.
Yeah, and I asked him, "Have you ever heard of the Spirito Santo?" And then we hung out a little bit.
Spirito Santo.
Have you ever
Spirito
heard of
Uh,
Sana Sana Costillas Banana?
Yeah, sana
Exactly.
sana.
Guys, those are our quick picks. The beginning of the year, 2022, January. Make sure you use the code We Out Here for Manscaped. Make sure you follow
Yeah.
Nick at Nick the Ear, Alex at Alec Acosta. Make sure you follow us on Instagram at We Out Here MMA. Make sure you follow us. There's going to be more content coming out this month and this year. So check that out. And also, once in a while before a show, these next couple of shows, we'll be putting out some feelers to you guys for some questions so we can have a little fan question section like we did the last couple episodes. So make sure you follow. And if you follow, we love you.
And
Any
we
final
might
words
be going
on
to Vegas again this year. We have to.
which fight though?
I don't know, but we just have to do
Wait,
another Vegas trip.
Did we go for International Fight Week?
Yeah,
No,
we
we
went
didn't.
for.
All right, we'll go for
Oh, I
International
thought-
Fight Week.
no, it wasn't. But we
wasn't?
went for the Connor fight.
Was that not International Fight Week? Oh, I forgot. Because there was a whole thing outside. Wasn't there a whole thing outside?
I
That
think
we
they do that every fight, though. Honestly.
Oh, by the way, I learned how to play craps, courtesy of my friend Anthony Lee. He taught me how to play craps, and we should all play. It's quite fun.
I'm down.
Nah, man, roulette,
I'm gonna-
baby.
I'm
You
gonna
know me and
cheat.
Alex.
I'm gonna cheat and bring my own dice and just keep throwing them on 7 and be like, "Sorry, I just win."
Easy, too easy.
Okay, this is
Let's
gonna
play.
sound crazy. Should we get a group of people when we go to Vegas, and should we go to let's say a small casino, and we actually plan out maybe 3 days before, try to game the system and rob it?
Let's do it.
We're gonna count cards. We're gonna do it like hangover
Something
stuff.
that doesn't put us in jail, but gets us going. Like, guys, come on, what are we doing here?
What a rush! Yeah,
We see the large vanilla gorilla guy over there with a metal die that he's controlling with his phone.
You know what we need? We need our own vanilla gorilla to protect us from the other ones.
I'll
You
give
know,
you
Alex-
a Latina gorilla.
Oh yeah, we got one right here.
Ooh, Latinx
A little
gorilla.
thick, little salvy one.
Oh,
Some
that's
silver
probably good.
tooth activities.
I love an excess thick salvi, so we're gonna end on that. Guys, shout
Little
out to all the
thick
thick salvies
salvi.
out there. Sorry,
Mhm.
Tiff.
You know
for
who you are.
disrespecting the thick salvies.
You know who you are,
Um,
motherfucker.
Play that music. Let's get out of here.
Hey. Well, here's the thing.
Follow us at We Out Here MMA, at Gilbert's,
Well,
at
here's
Nick the
the
Ear, at Lift Guys.
It's gonna be back.
Use Caldera is
We out
dead.
here MMA, not podcast, but show. Yeah, we talking things that you.